Hey gang. So let me just do a quick little introduction. I'm not expecting anybody to even see this necessarily. I don't know how long I'm going to run this live thing for, but I've been going through my chronological walkthrough of World War II and realized that I hadn't really touched too much on some of the bigger actions in the Eastern Front, and so I grabbed von Manstein's Backhand Blow. It's set in Feb 1943, which is going to take us a little bit back in our time cycle. If you're following the chronological series of war game battles and things that I'm playing, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you're not, then just follow along anyway. So we're going to have a look at this, basically the southwestern front area. This involves some SS Panzer units, a bunch of other, what are they called? I've forgotten their name now. I need the abbreviation defined for me. Doesn't matter, it's okay. I forgot. Bunch of German units, a bunch of Russian units, having a big old battle together. It's all good, right? So this will help us cover off on a couple of different things. I'm also trying to do something a little bit different here. I'm just going to run through setting up the game, playing the game from scratch. I'm going to literally read the rules as we go along and try and work it out. And let's just see how that experience works out for us. And if it's horrible, we'll have a do-over. It's not a big deal. But I thought it might be just kind of fun that you and I will go through this together and we'll actually learn the rules together. I haven't read the rules yet. I've read the designer notes and that's it. So probably a good system to try it on because it looks like it's a pretty straightforward system, kind of similar to the standard combat system, and that's about 8 or 10 pages of base rules, and then there's probably a dozen pages of specific rules for this specific battle set in the southern front. And we're around the Kharkov area and stuff like that in 43. Feb 4. A couple of invites to people, share this, and then if someone turns up, that's great. I'm probably not going to be able to answer. Yeah, I won't be able to answer a lot of questions, guys. Okay, so I'm back. So, right, I'm just going to carry on setting up here, and if someone turns up, we'll deal with it. In fact, if I put this like this, maybe I can see what's going on. What if I can, there we go. We're going to set this, I'll start setting this up in just a second. All right. Ooh. Okay, guys, I'm back here. I don't know if anybody's here. Probably, maybe not. Don't know. Looks like somebody is. Okay. Hey, gang. So we're literally starting from scratch here. If you rewound the video, I did a little introduction beforehand. I'm not sure if you can actually rewind it while it's being published live. But this is von Manstein's Backhand Blow. And what I'm going to be doing is playing through the game. I'm just going to try and learn the rules as we go and play the game from that perspective, and we'll have a look at the strategic situation and all that in a sec. I'm literally setting this game up, and you can just follow along, or you can tune out and come back some other time, but there'll be some video about the game, and I hope you enjoy it. Not a big deal either way. Lets me talk to myself without feeling weird. So as you can see with this system, it's called the Schwerpunkt system. You can see there's mostly division scale units. They're multi-step by the looks of it. I don't know much else about the game at the moment, literally. So we're just sorting counters. I have dots on these units to represent Let me scooch around here so you can see. Here we go. So this would be nice clipping, hey? Whoever I bought this from, nice job. The black dots and the white dots represent that they're a replacement unit of some type. From what I can tell, this is a full division here. If you can see that guy, no, probably not. I'm not doing a very good job focusing in. There we go. It's got setup locations on it, so we can kind of get come to grips with where stuff goes, and then I'll probably start another session later on at some point. So if you see something pop in that says "Let's play von Manstein," you'll know that it's to do with this, and it'll be the second part when we're set up. So I'm not expecting anybody to really hang around and watch me set up, but if you do want to do that, that's awesome. Give me someone to talk to. If you want to ask questions, go ahead. But like I said in the preamble, I have not read the rules to this game, and my intention is to just play the game, read the rules as we go, because it's a pretty straightforward system, and let's see if we can learn the game together that way and see if that is fun. And if that's not fun and seems kind of stupid, then you probably should friggin' just turn the thing off and move on with your day and go play your own game. But I think it'll be fun to try and watch me and laugh at me try to learn this game. Alright, so there's actually not a lot of units in this. There's a lot of reinforcements that come on by the looks of it. All these units that have, that's probably a turn number here. You can't see. Hang on a second. Here we go. So this guy here comes on turn 4. See the top right hand side? The other units, can I find one real quick? These guys here start on the map, and then this, oh here, see, he starts on the map too. Where's the dude that's a breakdown? These dotted guys are some sort of breakdown second step or whatever the case may be. I have not worked that out yet. That's part of the excitement of playing this game, is that I haven't read the rules. And you may wonder, how the hell are we going to do that? Well, it's not a complicated system. So I'm just trying to grab all the bits and pieces here that actually belong on the board, and maybe the light would be better over this side. Tell me what you think. I just can't see to answer questions. I don't know if that's a little bit better or not. We're somewhere deep in southern Russia. This is Kharkov here. You've got Belgorod there. You've got Stalino down here, down that way in that bottom corner. And anyone who can pronounce this one, Dnipropetrovsk. Oh, I almost had it. Dnipropetrovsk. Well, fuck that place. Okay. Oh, I swore out loud. Sorry. I better warn you, it's not family friendly in case you have your child, your little 5-year-old baby there. Okay, so these are all reinforcements, which we can sort later. These are replacement guys. Let's put them in a pile over here. And we'll sort the turns when they come in as we go. More units that start on the map. If anyone wants to ask a question or has a comment, not sure who's actually watching. I cannot see who you are watching, so it'd be nice if you want to introduce yourselves and say hi. That'd be cool, in case that's somebody I know. And we can have a more relevant conversation together. But otherwise, feel free to watch in silence and lurk. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't feel bad about it. My dog has found something to bark at. Hopefully it's not the postman. Alright, so this looks like we're getting down to, golly, there's a lot of reinforcement divisions. Look at all this shit. Here, let's see if we can break this out a little bit for you so you can get a handle on it. These are replacement steps. These are reinforcements. I'll show you in just a second. Get a feel for it here. So all of these reinforcement divisions are going to come in. I'm setting up the campaign game because, you know, you do. That's what you do, right? So I won't worry about organizing too much of this. Let's just make sure we don't have any units that start at start. Okay, so 41, I don't even know the orientation of the map. 41, of course, is all the way over here somewhere. 41, 21. We'll put everything facing this way. 4404 is up here somewhere, probably this city. That's what I'm guessing, yep. 4419 is going to be down here somewhere. Nope. 19 on the road. 4326. Bridge somewhere. 5, yeah, on this side of the bridge. Okay, so they're across the Denver already. The Donuts, sorry. Let's see. Okay, welcome to those who've just joined in. I'm not sure if you can rewind yet on the video, but if you want to know what the hell we're looking at and what's going on, you can do that. Otherwise, in a few minutes, I'll give everyone an update. 4407. You're basically watching somebody set up the game who's going to set it up and play it from scratch. So this is the tedious part of setting up that you never get to see, just in case you had nothing else to do today and you're sitting there drinking a beer and you thought, I might like to watch someone set a game up. That sharp guy, that crazy Australian, he's doing that. 4100, where the frickin' all the way up here. Okay. You can type in text comments, etc. Knock yourselves out. I'll get to them when I can. 4411, 4124. Down here somewhere. 4416 in the middle somewhere. That is not 4416, that is 4416. 4310. I hear my son coming down the stairs. 4413. So it looks like we're set up to turn my fan up a little bit. Set up to make the lunge towards the river. I'll explain the arrows and stuff on the map in a little bit for those that are interested. I put these red blocks out to show some of the victory conditions. That's one of the first things I like to do when I set a game up. 3922. Look at the size of that. 1656 division. Of course, I don't know what the 5 stands for. It's possibly a defense rating. We'll see. 4123. 4123. That's got to be right here. 4311. That's a 25.5. Look at that sucker. You see that? Okay, fine. That's a tank core. Oh, it's a core. No wonder it's so big. Also large in terms of its capability. 4311, where did I say that was there? Okay, 4324 is going to be down here somewhere. 4201. 4206. I was thinking these guys would be positioned a little closer to the river to launch the assault. 4120. On the road. 4117. 4416. Stacking. 4412. Get you a little bit closer to the action there. Hey guys, those of you that just joined, we're just setting up von Manstein's backhand blow, and as I had already said to some of the guys that have been watching for a little while, we're learning it from scratch together, and part of learning it is setting it up. This game actually has the setup instructions on the counters. 4303 is going to be up here somewhere. And so we're just goofing around. I'm intending to play this mostly live, 3921, and also learn the rules on the fly as well. Okay, so that, oh, there's one more. Here we go, he goes all the way up here somewhere. All right, so that's the Soviet setup. What did we say it was, February 43 or something like that? February 43. Reasonably miserable weather. That's the at-start forces for the Soviets, and here's the reinforcement stack that's going to come on. Wide range of unit types. You know, when I get off channel, I will sort these by turn that they come in. We now need to find the German units. And by the way, I didn't clip these. Just as a little mea culpa, I did not clip these counters. This is not my mess. Okay, look at that look at those bad boys. So the Soviets think they're on the offensive, but apparently von Manstein was pretty slick and inflicted a little bit of damage on these guys. And so this is basically the second battle, or this is the third battle of Kharkov, I imagine. That's what this is. I don't know what these guys are for. Feel free to ask questions if you want to pop a question up. There should be an ability to do that, and we can run through and have a look. I can answer questions if you're interested. White boxes mean they start on the map. Let's put all the SS crap together first. Get that out of the way. Then they look like they're sorted by color-coded divisions. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see that here. See the greens, so I imagine, or maybe they're not. I don't know. Let's see. Blues. We'll start color-coded and we'll work it out from there. Once again, it's just a little experiment here in presenting, you know, my experiences in gameplay, right? So we're just gonna run through this raw. I am not reading the rules ahead of you. I'll be reading parts of them with you, and we're just gonna walk through the sequence of play and play the game and see what happens. But the first thing I got to do is set it up. Black arrows on the map represent if I get the Soviets get units west of the map, west of that line, that river line, which is the Donets, they receive victory points for all of those units. And wherever there's a red block on the map, that's also a victory point location as well. So we put those out on the map first to have a look at it. We're going to talk about that at some point. I'm trying to get all these reinforcement guys out of here. And we just focus on the dudes that start on the map. And there we go. I figured at least this way, I'm not here by myself. Has anyone played anything exciting lately? We have a question. Look at that. The technology is just wonderful. No questions yet. Hey, Kyle. How you doing, man? Thanks for chiming in. I'm not sure that there'll be a lot of questions because, you know, we literally just setting up. I don't even know what all these different factors mean on the counters yet. Obviously, the first number is the combat value. I'm looking here. This guy's got a red box versus white boxes for the Russians. That's not a setup counter. Let's move him off. So it could be entertaining or hilarious or sad or both. All right, there's not a lot of stuff starting on the map. That's kind of scary. Okay, let's see what we got here. 3700. Let's go on top side. 30. Oh, I see. We start on this side of the river. That can't be right. 3303. Looks like it is. In Belgorod, right there. That's a victory location. Let me show you what's going on. Yeah, well, you know, it's an Eastern Front, Gary, it's an Eastern Front game. What more do you need to know, right? As I mentioned in a blog post recently, I was trying to teach a friend how to play OCS, and you know, there's some core concepts we need to understand, right? And some of those core concepts are how to move, how to shoot, what the sequence of play is, and how to stay in supply. 40-23. This is right in the middle of, oh geez, 7-6-5-4-3, right here. That's not going to end well for that dude. Look at that dude. Oh boy. All right. Yeah, I've had this for a while, Gary. I'd heard good things about it, and then found out that the dude didn't make any more copies of the game. I didn't make any more games in the system. And that kind of made me sad because I had a quick look at the rules several years ago when I picked it up, and I just have never got to it. It was part of the reason why I decided you can't both. 326. Huh. These guys are both in the same hex. That's interesting. That might be a piece of errata, so I may have to. These guys are setup hexes are both the same. I have not looked online for corrected rules or anything. I probably should have done that before we got started. Oh, now I see what's going on here. We're going to have to retreat and cover the retreat, or execute a stunning counter blow. 40-05. We are way out on a limb here. 1924. That's way back here somewhere. Way back in Pereshipapino. 39-16. 34. 39-16. Right out in the open. Nice. 38-22. Down here somewhere. Elysium. Remember fighting over that in Case Blue. That was fun. 4002. Oh boy. 42-15. Shoot. You're almost behind enemy lines there, buddy. 11-16. That's all the way over here somewhere. That's on the edge of the map, which is going to get lost in Poltova. So now I need to move these guys real quick. These are reinforcements. Let's get them out of the way. Hello to anybody that's joined. We're just goofing around here, having a look at this game and getting it set up, ready to play, and we're going to learn the rules together. 43-26, 43, that is way the hell down here. This is also in this hex, okay. Now, so because I've not read the rules, I don't know why those units are stacked together. It could well be. That's how it's supposed to be. And I wouldn't be freaking out right now thinking that there's major errata required. Who knows? All right, interesting. 42-13. Whoa, there goes the camera. Anyone played this game who's watching? I'd love to see some smartass come on and go, yeah, I've played it. You're already playing it wrong. 39-23. 39-23, 21-23. One of the things that I've noticed with most games is that even if you get things slightly wrong, 42-25, most of the time, as a reasonably experienced wargamer, you're within the bounds of reason, and you're probably not going to screw something up so bad that you need to rewind it. It's only on monster games where I feel inclined to rewind because I may not get another chance to play it. Okay, let's wipe that off there. 40-23, where are you? It's going to be right here. Oh, stack, there we go. Okay. You can pop questions in or comments or just laugh at me. Please feel free to. LOLs, make my day. 40-25, 40-25, that's that bridge. 16-40, didn't I do you already? I'm going to put you on the edge. 44-30, 44-30. Whoa. 16-40. Hello. 16. That's way down here. Huh. In Zaporozh. See, if you mumble the words well enough, it sounds impressive. Zaporozh. Does it sound Russian to you? Not very. Okay. Now, I think the SS dudes come on later. these guys. None of these guys are starters. Oh yeah, here we go, 4010. Wow. All the way up here. 10-7, replacements, 10-7. Okay. Okay, let's see if there's anything else on here that comes on. Turn 3, 39, 10, 39, 38, 39, 10. Okay, so they've got a little pocket going on of some sort. Replacement, turn 3. Reinforcement, turn 4. Reinforcement. Replacement, turn 2. Replacement, and on the map. And on the map somewhere. Okay. Let's see. 11-16. 11-16 is way the hell back here. Gee whiz. 11 all the way back here. Okay. 41-11. That's all the way over here. Okay, so there is a little pocket of units. Turn 5. There's a swag of guys that come on turn 5 from this formation. And that comes on turn 2. This is not looking good for the Germans. I don't know how this is going to work out, but that's the setup for the scenario. And if we take a step back and have a look, the Soviets are tasked with, wherever you see a red block, there's red blocks down there, and Kharkov is in the middle, so that's Kharkov. And this is Dnipropetrovsk, whatever, and Zarov's here, and Stalino. You pick up those, get lots and lots of VPs. You get VPs for this, obviously. Then you also get VPs for every unit west of the Donets. So we would want to keep track of that. You've got to keep track of steps lost as well. So, all right, I think that's probably a good place for us to stop. We have a setup. I'm going to organize all these counters and bits and pieces. We'll when I come back, we'll have a look at all the charts, the abbreviated sequence of play, and combat results table and other play aids and bits and pieces to kind of get a feel for what's going on. And then I will have a quick look at some of the rules are only 11 pages long, including the designer notes. And like I said earlier on, I'm going to have a look at the sequence of play. We'll look at what the units actually mean, and we'll go through how to move, how to fight, and how to stay in supply. And then we'll see if those core concepts, we can get started with the game doing just that without having to dig too much into special rules. And the special rules, or the module-specific rules, clock in another 9 or 10 pages, but it's just a refinement of the sequence of play and some additional specifics for weather, and some of that uses this concept of activity points, and then you just how do you deal with replacements and front markers. I think will restrict the Soviet player probably. As I flick through this, I'm looking at it. I don't know what an uprising is. It's probably the equivalent of partisans, and that's the scenario. So it's really just 10 pages of custom rules. So we'll kind of crank through that and have a look at it. We've got the game set up. I will, if you're interested in learning the game with me, then I'll be doing some of these live. Otherwise, they should automatically post to the blog or to the YouTube channel. This link should, I don't know if this link takes you to the YouTube channel or not, but feel free to click and subscribe and kind of go at it from there. And we'll talk to you soon. I'm going to kind of tidy up and organize a little bit because, OCD is alive and well. Later, guys.